Alright guys, we'll go back to God of War. The last time we met in God of War, whoa, what was that screen tearing there? Did you see that? Unless it's just on my end. That's weird. Anyway, welcome back to God of War. The last time we met in God of War, we just started doing some stuff in the Cliffs of Madness. Really just gathering, we got one of those amulets. I didn't mention what they did because I was too busy on a tangent that really had nothing to do with what was going on screen. But right now our main objective in the Cliffs of Madness is there are two amulets that we have to get. The amulet of Aphrodite and the amulet of Hera. They're both pretty easy to get. Well, I say easy, but I think I died like 4 times trying to get one of them. So, well, the other one is actually really easy to get. But it's one of those moments in this game that I mentioned like a million times before, that you have to go both branching pathways instead of just one where it leads to a second area, or if it leads to the same area, you have to do both. Jesus, is that okay? I really wonder if that screen tearing is just me or something, and someone is fucking texting me right now. I have no idea if that picked up, but my phone's on the other side of the room and I am not picking up. I am not going all the way over there to pick it up. Alright, so we got Aphrodite's thingamabob. What can I talk about, or what can I bitch about today? I mean, it's not... Okay, man, that screen tearing is really bothering. Oh my god! That was dangerous. That was... Whew. Like, the game over screen flashed before my eyes. Jeez, I've never seen that. I didn't think I was going to survive that. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I thought I knew. Maybe I knew I was going to survive that fall. I doubt that, knowing me. Yeah, I think I mentioned the fact that God of War is getting a live-action Amazon show, but I don't think I ever really, like, talked about what I want to see from it, unless I did. No, I did. I think one thing I hate is the fact that it's going to be Amazon exclusive. Like, I hate that shit right now. You know, streaming services were made to avoid having to get cable bundles, and now we're back in the cycle of having to have multiple streaming services to watch all the content you want to watch. It's like, oh, you want to watch your favorite Disney movies? Oh, well, get Disney Plus. You can't watch them on Netflix. Or you want to watch The Office? Well, you better get Peacock because it's not on Netflix anymore. And it's just like, man, we're just right back where we started. The cycle just never ends. As Zeus will say in the next game, the cycle needs to end, or something like that. Well, no, he says the cycle ends here when he kills Kratos. Spoiler alert, Kratos dies. I think that's like the most running joke in the God of War series, is that Kratos dies on a daily basis. Like, you can kill Kratos. He'll just be back in 5 minutes, and he'll probably have more upgrades and probably even more pissed at you. I think that's just like the #1 piece of advice to have, is that, yes, you can kill Kratos. He'll just be back. But I have enough. What the hell? I had enough red orbs for that. Oh, am I saving up for something else, maybe? Probably the 3rd upgrade of the Blade of Artemis. Even though I use the blades more. What the hell is wrong with me? Maybe I just can't read. Oh, yeah, this puzzle. Okay, this puzzle isn't actually that bad. So what we're doing is we're taking these blocks here, and we're putting them in the proper spaces to fill the space. Am I just gonna move? Okay, thank you. Okay, first things first, though, is that there is a treasure chest. There are treasure chests in here. I think the camera panned right over them. But you got to use this small block here to jump on this L block. And there you go. You got some treasure chests. Got a free magic refill and 3 red orb chests. It's a good day. Okay, I cannot be the only person who sees that screen tearing. I'm gonna have to watch the video on playback because I swear on my life, like, I'm gonna have to watch the video outside Premiere or something because that screen tearing was not there before. I mean, I'm tempted to edit in the Tetris theme, but I don't wanna. Yeah, so you're just moving these blocks to fill the whole space up there. Obviously, you know, it's not just as easy as moving all the blocks in the right place. It's not that easy. You gotta rotate the blocks too. And it's not until God of War 3 where you can rotate the blocks by just moving the right analog stick while pulling and pushing. You actually have to use this lever now. Oh god, it's the Riddler! Fucking Riddler. It's a fucking Riddler trophy. Oh, man, I just imagine that. Kratos gets a Riddler trophy for that crap. Kratos is just like, what is this? What is this for? Batman comes out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tap. Is it cool if I take that from you? God, imagine it, like, with that new Suicide Squad game coming out this year. I swear to God, they're gonna put in Riddler trophies, and they're just gonna invoke my PTSD somehow. Like, they're gonna have, like, there's probably gonna be Riddler trophies in that game. I know Riddler isn't a villain, you know, I know we're playing as the Suicide Squad, a group of villains, but knowing Riddler, he would still just like to mess with the Suicide Squad and make them do make them do challenges. Or Rocksteady just feels like messing with me and just puts in Riddler trophies anyway. Oh, God, because, like... Actually, I think... I don't know why I'm talking about this now when I'm doing a whole marathon of reviews for Arkham. Well, I haven't even... I've barely worked on the Arkham City review in terms of editing. I have the footage recorded, I just haven't actually edited the actual review, and I haven't done the footage I usually do at the beginning, you know, my intro footage. I haven't done that yet. I've been meaning to. I've just... One, I typically record stuff at night because that way I have, you know, no one interrupting me. Unless someone decides to text me, just like right now. And I only work on stuff for the channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays because that's my most free time. And lately, Fire Emblem Engage has been distracting me. I actually really love that game so far. I'm almost done with it, I want to say. I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, I want to say I'm near the climax. Yep, there we go. Like, I want to say, like, I'm near the final chapters. I think Fire Emblem games are typically, like, 20-ish chapters, and I just got to chapter 20, so I think I'm near the final battle. But I've been taking my sweet time with it. I've been doing paralogs, skirmishes, and just exploring stuff left, right, and sideways. I've already broken the game in half, though. Then again, I'm a person who plays Fire Emblem on casual mode because I am a coward, and I don't like seeing my units die. Especially if I like them. And actually this time around, I actually like a lot of the units this time around, as both characters and just in terms of, like, what they can do in battle, especially when you get them paired up with emblem rings. Like, there are some that, you know, unfortunately got the bench because they just didn't prove as superior to somebody else who had the same abilities. There's a character named Allcrest. Like, if you give him the Lin ring and just let him go, he's a freaking beast as an archer. Why did I wait until now to get that? I mean, I know I typically do upgrades at save points, so I guess that's what it was, but whatever. You know what? That is also the challenge of doing these Let's Plays post-commentary, is I don't know when a part's going to end. So doing the doing the upgrades at save points is a pretty safe bet. That way I just don't randomly stop the game. Also, yeah, this is... I hate doing upgrades in God of War. It takes so long. Because you have to just hold the X button until, you know, you're fully powered up. And I don't know whose idea it was in God of War 3, but it sounds like Kratos is going to the bathroom in the middle of in the middle of where he's standing. So it just, like, because like I know it's supposed to simulate blood, you know, going through the blades. I guess that red orbs are supposed to be blood, even though blood is shed like literally right there. All right, so we got another one of those wall climbing sections. I think this is our longest one, and I want to say this is, you know, this isn't the hardest one. The hardest one is in Hades. Oh, spoiler alert, we go to Hades later. How later? Can you guess? So yeah, this is just like any other climbing section. There's treasure chests at points where, you know, the game wants you to... If the game wants you to go left, go right. Or if the game wants you to go up, go down, and you'll see that there's probably a treasure chest towards the bottom. Or maybe you're just wasting your time. Better safe than sorry. I will say that I'm pretty sure at this point, yeah, like right here, the camera panned a little down, and I saw that there was more, so I can go down. And there's also, of course, enemies here. And if I fail that QTE again, where, you know, he grabs me and I fall down, I get a game over, even if I landed in the area I started in, like back in Athens. Still bitter about that, by the way. It's not like there's an achievement for not dying in this game. I mean, I guess the speed of Jason McDonald is the achievement, because it's a speedrunning achievement. So yeah, you can... people do speedrun this game. I've never seen any, because I never really... I like watching speedruns of certain games, but they're mainly like Metroid games. Metroid games and maybe the occasional Zelda. Like, I don't really like watching speedruns of certain games, because either A, it just doesn't seem interesting. But like Metroid especially, or just Metroidvanias in general, I love seeing the kinds of things speedrunners can do. Like, my favorite types of videos are like speedrunning races. Like, if you ever get a chance, look that kind of stuff up, because it's actually really cool seeing, like, them being, like, the two competitors being, like, frames apart. Like, it doesn't, like, me explaining it, it doesn't sound like much, but, like, you notice it especially when you've been exposed to, like, the likes of Super Metroid, like, a million times. It also has just taught me a few glitches to use in, Super Metroid. Like, I love using the mock ball now. But, you know, I'm not going to be doing my speedrunning. I'm not going to do any speedrunning tricks for the Metroid. Like, if I ever do a Super Metroid Let's Play. I might do one soon, though. I'm not going to be doing any speedrunning tricks for a few various reasons. One, I don't trust myself in the recording, with the recording curse. Like, I'm 100% convinced that it will just take more time for me to pull it off for the Let's Play sake. So don't ask me to do it. And two, I haven't done speedrunning tricks for Super Metroid in so long that I don't think I'd be able to do it pretty quickly. I mean, theoretically, I could just do a test playthrough of Super Metroid and, you know, try to do the speedrunning tricks then, but I don't do that. I don't typically do test playthroughs of games, especially if I know them really well. Like, that's probably why I should have done a test playthrough of Metroid Prime 2, maybe I would have known where to go. Okay, that was just BS right there. Like, I don't know what happened, but Kratos just stopped. You know, Kratos just didn't feel like grabbing the wall. He's like, we'll think about it. There he goes again! What I was trying to do is I was trying to aim downward to hit the blades. I guess I left this in because it was kind of funny. Don't... Okay, I was about to say... It's like, alright, cool. Kratos just jumps off the window. What's a window? I also think that in later games, they just really kind of streamlined the climbing sequences and just made them really scripted. So, like, there's not really many diverging pathways and climbing sequences in later God of War games. At least to my knowledge. I know God of War 3 doesn't really do that. Like, God of War 3 doesn't really have any splitting pathways and climbing sections. I think God of War 2 has the occasional one. But I think you usually mainly use those when you're avoiding a hazard that's coming at you. And that's because climbing is also just overall faster. Because there's one thing about this game I don't like, is the fact that you can't, like, slide down, when climbing downwards. Because that was one thing, you know, you've noticed that I have to actually, like, I actually just have to climb the same speed no matter what direction I'm going. While in God of War 3, in God of War 2 especially, added this feature, where if you press the R1 button, Kratos will stab the Blades of Chaos into the wall and just, like, slide down. Oh, dear God, that was close. And then God of War 3 added the ability to jump up the wall. Actually, no. Well, I mean, technically you could do it here in this game, but it's much slower. I think God of War 2 made it a lot faster to climb. That's just my personal thing. I know this is the first game, so it's not really fair to, you know, say that I don't like it, because, you know, it's the first game. There's not much you can do about that. Yeah, so this is actually a really easy platforming section. All you gotta do is just wait for the platforms to be fully out. I'm not saying that. Oh, I was about to say another word, but I'm not saying it. Because I have the mind of a 2-year-old. And once Kratos, you know, once you're done here, oh.
The path before Kratos was clear, but still, the memories came rushing back, as familiar and permanent as the blades chained to his wrists. Memories of what he'd done in the name of Ares. Memories of how he'd become a servant to the god of war. A beast, his humanity robbed and replaced only with the will to murder. No one was safe. Entire armies fell before Kratos and the soldiers who followed him on his unending path of conquest, all in the name of his master. Those who offered resistance of any kind were dealt with quickly.
They've built this temple to offer prayers to Athena! This entire village stands as an affront to Lord Ares! Burn this village! Burn it to the ground!
Emboldened by the god of war, Kratos' army was ruthless, feared throughout the world for their brutality. All that mattered was conquest in the name of Kratos, their great leader, who had become near invincible. He feared nothing. But there was something about this temple, something forbidden. All his instincts told him he should never cross its threshold. Never step inside.
Beware, Kratos. The dangers in the temple are greater than you know.
But the village oracle's warning fell on deaf ears. His ambition would not be denied. All who opposed him would die. In that instant, the glory he had reveled in turned to horror. The image of his two final victims would stay with him for all his days. With that act, Kratos knew he could no longer serve his master. He had but one calling now, the death of Ares. He would murder the god of war.
Ares, you will die for what you did that night.
Okay. I mean, it looks like you did a lot of the work there, but you know what? I'm not gonna critique. You do you, Kratos. You do you. You blame whoever you want. I don't remember what I was saying before the cutscene. You know, I was too busy being engaged with the cutscene and watching it. You know, I know occasionally I should, you know, I guess I should explain, I guess I should give my thoughts on the cutscene itself. I mean, I'm sorry, I think I'm not really a huge fan of how God of War does its cutscene triggers. It is in the most random times, I swear. Like, I can understand, like, when Kratos was walking and he saw all those bodies back in, like, the challenge of Atlas, or, when he saw the Harpy. But, like, what the hell was that flashback for? Where did that one come from? Like, he was just walking. Like, what triggered it? I guess looking at the Blades of Chaos, but I kind of wish there was a more environmental thing to tell us what was, what was just causing Kratos to reflect on it. Because the other times we've seen Kratos' past, we've seen, like, an object or objects, telling us, cluing us in at least what is causing him to reflect. Oh god, I hate this. This is where you learn the rope controls are not that great. And yes, if you fail, you have to go all the way back up. Or you could just do what I'm about to do and kill myself. Yep, if you fail that, just kill yourself. Oh god, it's gonna be very out of context, but yeah, if you end up falling to the bottom level, just jump off the cliff. Oh god, I feel awful saying that, but you guys know what I mean. Just kill Kratos. How about that? That sounds better. Damn it! I'm a monster. I think what I should have done was have Kratos go as low as he can on the rope. Yeah, because the rope controls are not the best out there. That was just kind of funny though. Just like, oh, you gotta go all the way back up there. Or, you could just unalive yourself right there. Commit Sudoku. Whew. Man. Yeah, but like, I'm not mad at the fact that they're like keeping Kratos' origin story vague until, the big reveal at the very end that everyone already kind of can piece together. But it's like, the flashback, especially that one specifically, just kind of happens out of nowhere. And it's not also that it happens out of nowhere, it just happens out of nowhere, and it's such a long cutscene for a game like this. Oh yeah, I noticed that square there. Just like, it looks like it just looks like a missing pixel. Or set of pixels, actually, because that's a lot of pixel. That's way more than one pixel. But yeah, that is the end of the part. So the next time we meet in God of War, I actually am 100% certain I'm right on this, but we're actually about to get Pandora's box. If I am remembering correctly, this is the part where we get it. So see you guys next time, and take care.